Did your hospital bill include a $500 facility fee you never agreed to? Here's how to fight it. Most people don't realize they can negotiate, access charity care, or dispute errors, and we're going to walk through the complete roadmap right now. In 2026, 1 in 3 Americans face medical debt, but 80% of that debt is avoidable with the right strategies. On The Money Decoded, we help people tackle debt without the shame spiral, and today's topic affects millions with unexpected medical bills. You open your email, see a $12,000 hospital bill, and your stomach drops. You remember going in for a routine procedure, not a $500 facility fee or a $300 professional fee for a doctor you never saw. This isn't just a billing error, it's a systemic problem. According to the American Hospital Association, 43% of hospital bills contain at least one error, and 28% of those errors are over $1,000. Let me walk you through what's really happening. When you get a medical bill, it's like opening a black box. You see the total, but not the 20 to 30 line items underneath. That's where the trouble starts. For example, facility fees are often charged by hospitals for using their buildings, but they're not always transparent. You might have paid for a procedure at a clinic, but the bill shows a facility fee from a hospital miles away. That's not just confusing, it's often a mistake. Here's the good news, you have rights. Every hospital is required by law to provide you with an itemized bill, and if you spot something wrong, you can dispute it. The first step is to call the billing department and ask for a breakdown. Don't be intimidated, they're used to people fighting back. In fact, Healthcare Bluebook's 2026 Fair Pricing Guide shows that 62% of patients who dispute billing errors get at least a 20% reduction. But here's where it gets interesting. Most people don't know about the second layer of protection, financial assistance programs. Let's talk about charity care. Hospitals are legally required to offer financial assistance to people who qualify, but they don't always tell you. The American Hospital Association's policies state that hospitals must provide free or discounted care to patients who meet income thresholds, typically 200 to 300% of the federal poverty level. Here's how to access it. First, call the hospital's financial aid office. Ask specifically about their charity care program. You'll need to provide proof of income, think tax returns, pay stubs, or a letter from a social worker. If you're self-employed or have a regular income, they might accept bank statements or a signed affidavit. But wait, there's a catch. Many hospitals don't publicize these programs. In a 2026 study by the Kaiser Family Foundation, only 37% of patients knew their hospital offered financial assistance. That's why I want to give you a concrete example. Sarah, a nurse in Ohio, received a $9,000 bill for a knee MRI. She called the hospital's financial aid office, provided her income documents, and got the bill reduced to $1,200. She didn't need to negotiate, she just qualified. Now, what if you don't qualify for charity care? That's where the third layer comes in, negotiating payment plans. Let's be real, not everyone can qualify for charity care. But that doesn't mean you're stuck. You can still negotiate. The key is to approach hospitals with a plan. Start by calling the billing department and saying, "I'm trying to work with you to pay this bill, but I need a payment plan that fits my budget." Most hospitals will be willing to work with you, especially if you're proactive. Here's a framework that works. 1. Ask for a 50% discount. Many hospitals will agree if you're paying in full. 2. Request a 12-month payment plan. This spreads the cost without hurting your credit. 3. Ask for a good faith payment. Some hospitals will reduce the balance if you make a small payment up front. But there's one thing you must avoid: don't agree to a payment plan that includes interest. That's how hospitals make money, and it's how many people end up in debt. Always ask for a no-interest plan or a lump sum discount. Now, you might be thinking, what if they say no? That's okay. If a hospital refuses to negotiate, call their compliance officer and reference the Affordable Care Act's provisions on billing transparency. They're required to help. If that fails, contact your state's Attorney General office, they can intervene. The bottom line? Medical debt doesn't have to be a life sentence. You have options, and I've walked you through the complete roadmap. If you're ready to take control of your medical bills, hit subscribe. We're breaking down debt relief strategies every single day. Medical debt doesn't have to define your financial future. With the right tools, you can dispute errors, access charity care, and negotiate payment plans, and we'll show you exactly how.